Take just a short drive north of our Weather Watch headquarters in south central Pennsylvania, and you arrive at one of the state's most well-known towns, the sweetest place on earth, Hershey, Pennsylvania. Nestled in the small Dauphin County town are some familiar attractions, including the home of Hershey's famous chocolate, the Giant Center, Chocolate World, and the world's only chocolate-themed amusement park, Hershey Park. Opened in 1907, Hershey Park has expanded to accompany over 60 thrilling rides and coasters, a full zoo, an amphitheater, and a stadium. With nearly 2 million visitors entering the park every year, it's no wonder then that a good deal of preparation must take place when Mother Nature has a change in plans. We spoke with officials from park operations to find out what goes on behind the scenes to prepare and deal with inclement weather.
Well, weather is one of those things that, that's one of the things that we look at first thing in the morning. What's our day going to be like weather-wise? Because we have to know when to anticipate incoming weather patterns so we know how to operate the rides or shut them down at the appropriate time, depending on the severity of the storm and how quick something might be coming in here.
We all kind of have to be amateur meteorologists here when we're on duty. And you learn how the weather interacts with the region.
Weather is something on the forefront of everyone's mind that works here at Hershey Park. We're constantly monitoring the weather conditions, both for the aspect that it allows us to anticipate how many people we may see in a given day, but also so that we have adequate time to be able to react if we are going to get severe weather moving into Hershey Park, that we can get the guests that are here into a safe location.
Different rides are impacted by different types of weather. Obviously, the hot temperatures play a little bit of a role as far as how the rides operate, but colder temperatures really impact the rides more than anything else.
Park maintenance and ride operators follow a sliding intensity scale to determine which rides to close and which ones to keep open when bad weather is impending.
Once we start getting lightning within about 20 miles, that's when we'll usually go into what we call Phase 1 close, and that's primarily all of our water rides. Then a Phase 2 or a Phase 1 close then would be our higher steel rides, our roller coasters, and that type of things. And as the storm gets closer and closer, that'll determine what additional phases that we get into on up to a Phase 4, in which case everything is closed at that point in time until it's safe to reopen.
We are constantly monitoring the weather situations and weather conditions here at Hershey Park. We have a lot of our own proprietary instrumentation at the park to include anemometers, lightning strike detectors, and things of the like to be able to know when the weather is moving in. We have systems in place that we can see, that we can track the radar systems moving across Pennsylvania, and we can see storm cells that are popping up and be able to react to those when they're 30 or 40 miles away from us, giving us adequate time to move people into these sheltered locations.
We have written procedures as far as our storm closing procedures. So depending on what that weather condition is that's approaching us, it will generate a different weather closing conditions depending on what it is. If it's just some rain that's coming, or if we have a lightning event, or if there's a hurricane coming up the coast.
In 2011, the remnants of Tropical Storm Lee brought more than 13 inches of rain to the area. Parts of the park flooded, with waters rising nearly 8 to 10 feet. That's well over the 100-year flood stage set by Hurricane Agnes in 1972.
Yes, the flooding of September in 2011 as a result of Tropical Storm Lee was quite the experience for us here in Hershey Park. We were continually monitoring the storm conditions. No one anticipated that we were going to get the 15 inches of rain directly over Derry Township that we ended up getting.
Well, back on September 7th, I believe it was, in 2011, in fact, it's a day I'll probably never forget, the ground was really damp from a lot of moisture that we had in late August and also in early September. And when Tropical Storm Lee came in, it started raining in buckets starting around noontime. But the rains came, the deluge came, it never stopped for a number of hours, and by 4 o'clock that afternoon, we were beyond our 100-year flood stage, and at that point, game over, nothing else we can do.
Thankfully, the park has seen a far greater share of good weather days when compared to bad weather days. But we wondered, is there such a thing as perfect park weather?
Perfect weather day is going to be 85 and sunny in the middle of July. So that's going to bring the people out and they're going to have a great time.
My perfect weather condition is probably around 78, 80 degrees, low humidity, blue sky. Bring them on.
So remember, the next time you're enjoying the sights, sounds, and thrills of Hershey Park, that a good deal of preparedness and dedication has gone into ensuring that your day stays sweet when the weather turns sour. Reporting for Weather Watch, I'm student meteorologist Shane Brown.